All right, and moving away from the NXT review, there was a very interesting report that came out today that I was very excited to talk about. The headline itself is just money, because you guys know damn well if WWE makes this happen, we are talking about very, very, very big moments for WWE moving forward. There's a plethora of WrestleMania matches that you could do here. There's a lot of sweet opportunities with this. WrestleVotes reported on Sportskeeda's Backstage Pass. Excuse me. Trying to get rid of this cough, man. WrestleVotes reported that WWE is open to having AJ Lee back in the company, and they leave the decision in her hands. WrestleVotes says, it is a question I get quite a bit. As far as I know, WWE is totally on board for it. They would welcome it. She picks up the phone and she says, I'm in. They're going to say yes. What took you so long? I would say the only two people that probably know the answer are AJ Lee and CM Punk, and whatever that answer may be is up to them, so we will see. Now, just a couple months ago, there was a report from Slice Wrestling that I discussed that indicated WWE wants to do AJ Lee versus Roxanne Perez at WrestleMania. And so this is something that is exciting to me because Roxanne Perez is still very young. Roxanne Perez is holding it down in NXT. And in addition to that, Roxanne Perez and AJ Lee, there is a beautiful story that could be told there. So when I see this, and I see that WWE is interested in bringing her in, guys, if AJ Lee comes back to WWE, it will be a massive, massive, massive deal. Cora Jade versus AJ Lee, Roxanne Perez versus AJ Lee. I mean, the list goes on. Plus, you have a ton of stuff from the main roster. I mean, seriously, if you think about it, there is just tons of matches. Bayley would be great. Io Sky would be great. There are a ton of matches that could be done regarding AJ Lee if she returns to WWE. The fact that WWE wants her in the company is great. Guys, I didn't think we would ever see CM Punk back in a WWE ring. I never thought that would be the case. And it's not like AJ Lee went to AEW. It's not like she went to TNA. No. AJ Lee went to Women's of Wrestling, and now she's no longer in Women's of Wrestling. Can you guys imagine how incredible the storyline would be between Rhea Ripley and AJ Lee? What about Liv Morgan and AJ Lee? See, that's the thing, guys. There is a ton of potential matchups that you can do. A ton of them. So AJ Lee coming to the WWE is best for business. Now, luckily, AJ Lee is somebody who has stayed in great shape. She stays active and healthy. So if anything, not only is AJ Lee writing books and doing a lot of stuff outside of professional wrestling, but she is still physically active. I don't imagine it being a situation where AJ Lee would have a hard time coming back into WWE. I also think it's very fair for us to mention that with CM Punk being back in the WWE, the chances of this happening is extremely high. So I look at this as a great thing from all different aspects. I look at WWE doing some great stuff. Who knows what the Judgment Day storyline will lead to? Who knows what CM Punk storyline could lead to? But I don't know. There's something very interesting happening with Seth Rollins and CM Punk. The seeds have been planted. Isn't it possible that maybe we get CM Punk and AJ Lee Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. Wouldn't that be fun? If Becky Lynch were to return to the company as a heel? Wouldn't it be really cool watching Seth Rollins as a heel? I'm just saying, guys, there is a lot of room for opportunity to tell great stories. And the best part is there's a crop of NXT women who grew up looking up to AJ Lee, just like how AJ Lee was a young talent, young kid looking up to several talent before. There's a lot of great things that could come from this. Assad says, hey, Becky's going to sign with AEW and lose to Mercedes. No, Becky is listed internally in WWE's roster. So that's the beauty of this. That's the beauty of this. We know that Becky is staying in the WWE. So imagine Becky Lynch returns as a heel with Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins promo battle with CM Punk. I can picture it. CM Punk talking about Seth Rollins dressing up the way he does. Saying something about Seth Rollins not having any balls. Maybe his wife wears the pants in their relationship. Becky Lynch comes out, attacks CM Punk. Wow. WWE ain't going to have Becky Lynch and CM Punk fight, but if AJ Lee were to return, you got a money match right there. You could do the tag team match. You could do the singles match. You could do so much with it. You could do so much with it. The only thing I got to say, though, if AJ Lee returns to the WWE, she's got to have her original music back. You can't give her some new generic Def Rebel bullshit. You got to give her the theme song that everybody remembers, everybody knows, because the reality is that's the most important thing here. You have to. You absolutely have to. But if her theme song hits, man, you're going to have some really good stuff there. Some really good stuff. Really good content. So for me personally, I'm excited about it. I want AJ Lee to come back. I want AJ Lee to be in the WWE. I want to see her in AEW. I want to see her in wrestling in general. But she never went to AEW. CM Punk got fired from AEW. Tony Khan ain't ever getting AJ Lee in his ring. WWE's interested. WWE wants her. Bring her in. Pay her the bag. And let's tell those stories. WWE is already very exciting. The popularity is already very hot. And all you are doing is continuing that streak of momentum by bringing her back. It's as simple as that.